So yes, I basically just wanted to remind everybody exactly how the Future Cash Flow Club works, because I've been getting a lot of messages like, what is that about? How does it work? It's basically a group. So you see how I do these live seller calls, things like that. You get to get all the replays for all of those. You actually can get the paperwork, purchase agreements, assignment agreements, cancellation agreements, addendums, all of that stuff that you need if you sign up for the elite package at futurecashflowclub.com. Or if easier, it's probably you can just go check it out for a free trial. Lots of goodies in there, behind the scenes stuff, actual help with your deals. If you want to communicate, say, hey, I'm stuck on a deal, I need some help, I'm looking for lenders, I'm looking for whatever, I'm a resource for you. So all you have to do is be part of the club. futurecashflowclub.com. Check it out.
Hey Chris, is that you? Damn.
Can you hear me? I don't know. If you don't know who I am by now, I don't know what you've been doing. You been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we do. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Cashflow Money Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. It's the day after 314 Day, so happy belated 314 Day for all of you that are in St. Louis. And shout out to my man Jim up in Virginia. And shout out to Justin. I see jumped in, no video. And Art is on the way and some others. What's going on, Jim? How you doing?
Hello there.
Y'all try to match. Y'all didn't tell me to wear black shirts today, man. I didn't get the memo.
I was just going to say you didn't get the memo.
It's Justin's fault. Anytime something go wrong, I'm blaming Justin. Don't even ask questions. Just say Justin did it. It's his fault. I'm blaming him.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
That's right. Somebody got to take the blame. Cool. So hopefully you have a good week so far. You do some good deals or door knocks this week, Jim, or you didn't knock on any doors this week?
No, I knocked on doors and left notes and got responses. And
you've been active. What the heck? So you telling me if I actually go, and I guess these are foreclosures, right? Pre-foreclosure. So if I actually go look these people up, see that they got an auction coming up, I can go knock on their door and they want to talk to me. Did anybody cuss you out when you knocked on the door, Jim?
No, I had two people tell me that they got it all figured out and that I didn't need to be there. But other than that, they'll call me back in a couple more weeks, probably.
I know that's right. What's up? 313 Day was the day before, so that was Friday. They don't celebrate all that stuff everywhere, I guess. But yeah, happy 313 Day for y'all on Friday. So yeah, Jim. So you say you knocked on some doors, some people told you to call them back, or they said they got it figured out. I mean, what do you say to people when they tell you stuff like, "Oh, we got it figured out. Get off my porch"?
Well, it all depends on if I'm having a good day or not. On a good day, what I tell them is usually I launch right into a really short third-party story, and pretend like they didn't tell me to get lost. And then they usually tell me to get lost again. And the first third-party story is about somebody who I helped save their house. And then they tell me to get lost again. And the second third party story is about somebody that I'd helped sell their house. And then usually somewhere in between those, something clicks. And then I'll usually ask them again right after they tell me to get lost for the third time, if they'd mind sharing, for my curiosity, what they did to solve it. And then sometime through the three of those, I'll get somebody who'll go, and then they'll start playing with, start talking.
So you basically go with the ease in approach, not too heavy, not too salesy. Let me buy your house for 2 pennies, shining them together and rub them together and make it like something. You ain't telling them that?
No, not first.
Yeah. I mean, I know that some people like to do that. Just say, hey, let me buy your house. And they be like, you're the fourth dude that knocked on my door today, buddy. All y'all want to buy my house. Is that, you don't want to be like everybody else? Is that what I'm getting?
That's what you're hearing.
Cool. So out of those people you knocked, did anybody sound like they want to play ball and do some paperwork?
The one lady is struggling because in her mind she wants to stay because it's the family house, but she doesn't have the means to do so. And so we sat and talked a little bit, and she explained, gave me a walking tour of the house and told me everything that's wrong with it and all the stuff she's been trying to fix and all that kind of stuff. And then told me that she wanted to stay in it, but she doesn't have the money to pay the arrears. So she's hoping she can find a family member that'll help her out with that. And so during that conversation, I was kind of easing her into the picture of, she said she's driving. It's all about listening to where they're coming from. So she said one of the things that's been tough is that her father-in-law lives, 30 minutes away or something like that. He's in a care community center. And so she drives there to visit him all the time. And so she said that's taken up a lot of her time. So at the end of the day, the house just doesn't work for her. It's in the wrong area. It just doesn't work for her. And
so she said it won't work for her, or you're saying it won't work for her?
I'm kind of saying it won't work for her. I can see the writing on the wall. I mean, it's going to be if she doesn't make a decision, we're going to be buying it at auction.
That's the thing. Whenever they tell you, get lost, or oh, we got it figured out, or oh yeah, we got it, I ask them, what are you planning on doing if that doesn't work out?
That's the plan I put with her.
Because many times that thing that they say, the cousin gonna give me money to catch up the arrears and keep the house so we don't lose it. All of this stuff that they tell you, what happens if that doesn't happen? I mean, what's your backup plan? Or one of my favorite questions, if I don't ask that, I mean, if you had to sell it, would you? Something very simple and subtle. I don't try to be, salesy about it or anything. Or sometimes I'll give them a choice. I mean, if that doesn't work out, are you going to sell it, or what are you going to do then? I might lead them into selling it. I don't normally lead them unless I want to lead them into what I want them to say or confirm for me.
That's what I asked this lady is I said, what would it look like if you rented an apartment that's already fixed, has heat and air conditioning, and you don't have to sweat it out all summer? Because that's what she told me, is she had to sweat it out all summer for the past 2 summers because she doesn't have any air conditioning. And she doesn't have a toilet in the bathroom to go to the bathroom. She had to get that fixed. And she's still making a payment on that because the bathroom's broken and it's only a 1-bathroom house.
Where's she using the bathroom at?
Well, she was making do in town before she got the commode fixed. But now she got the commode fixed, but she still owes the plumber for the work. So, and she doesn't have a vanity in the bathroom, and there's no drywall between the bathroom and the kitchen because they had to cut the wall out in order to fix the water pipes. And so it's a sinking ship.
Yeah, and so that's the thing too. When I ask these questions, I like them to tell me this stuff, so it just really comes reality to them, that they've spilled their guts and said, "Hey, I got this problem, that problem, this problem."
So that's exactly what she did. She took me on a house tour, showed me all the roof leaks that started, and the roof is leaking down through the drywall, and they moved the insulation because the house was leaking there. She took me to the basement, showed me all the places things are leaking, the heater not working.
What's the deal with is the house worth what they owe on it or less than that, I guess?
It's worth what they owe on it.
Even as a cash deal, or are you talking about buying a trade?
Yeah, she only owes $49,000 on it.
And what's the ARV after repair value?
Probably 180 to 200.
Oh, okay, that ain't bad. So she could just sell it for cash and walk. So sell it for 60 grand, take her extra 10,000 and start. Exactly. She could.
Yep.
But she or do that.
right now she's not deciding to do it, or she can go borrow $7,000 to pay her arrears. She still owes the plumber, and they didn't fix the plumbing in the house, so they're all going to start springing leaks at some point. And she told me, she said, every time I come home, I walk to the basement to make sure another pipe didn't spring a leak. So she's living in this fear of something going wrong, and she's sticking buckets under the leaks in the roof. And I said, what would it look like if you just got rid of all that anxiety and you lived in a really nice apartment? Because she can afford it. She has income to be able to afford a nice apartment.
Well, how does she get behind?
Well, let's put it this way. She has $1,200 to afford an apartment.
Hmm.
Her mortgage payment is $600 a month, but she's paying for all the stuff, all the deferred maintenance that she's trying to keep up. And she can't keep up fast enough.
That makes sense. So basically,
paying the late fees and the interest on everything, and it just keeps mounding up and mounding up and mounding up. And no loan's going to help her at this point, but she doesn't see that.
So basically, this is something that me and Justin was just talking about recently. Real estate ownership sounds good, but when you get in there, don't get yourself in there. You start spending money, that money start adding up real quick. Is that right, Justin?
Man, I started working on this house, man. I know it, $6,000 in.
$6,000. Oh my goodness.
I'm like, the toilet bowl got a crack in it. Why we ain't been on that? Buy new toilets, new doors, bro. They charge on stuff for by the foot and stuff. You think like, oh yeah, just $2.30 a foot.
But you got 1,000 feet.
Man.
Was that like for flooring or something?
Yeah, so I had replaced the floor. I got some great prices on labor, but that stuff still add up in material costs. I might spend maybe about, easily $1,500 on just the material floor.
Where did you get the floor at?
Home Depot.
Better start looking on Facebook Marketplace, baby. They be giving that stuff away sometime.
For real? Wow, I didn't think about that.
Come on, Justin. You ain't just show up. I'm gonna drop a bomb on you every time. You ain't just gonna run ahead and say ain't gonna drop something on you. We don't pay retail for nothing if we don't have to. I'm not saying it's not a time to, but sometimes you see those floors and different things on the Facebook. Somebody bought too many, lost a receipt, or stole it. Who knows? And they're like, hey, I'll sell you these boxes for $10 a box. And I'm looking like, damn, them $40 a box in the store. I'll give you $10 a box. I'll give you 8. Wow. Let's make a haggle.
Wow.
Yeah. The other thing, Chris, is networking around, because I know in our internal group here in Lynchburg, there's a guy who's selling LVP flooring out of his garage, and he's got a flooring business, but he works out of his house, and he's got a big shed in the back. That's how we do it here. He's got a big barn full of stuff, and he sells LVP for like $1.90 or $1.80 a square foot. And it's nice quality stuff. I mean, it's the same stuff at Home Depot and Lowe's that you're paying twice the amount for.
Hey, that's the game, man. That resale game is never ending. When you understand how to get low price labor with good quality work and low material costs, you can do more damage. A lot of people don't realize that. Even like this stupid thing right here, I'm going to show you. Stupid as it is. I mean, it seems silly. I mean, it didn't really surprise me, but this little item right here.
What is that? Oh, window.
So I went to this estate sale, and they were, it actually was a garage sale. They had a bunch of stuff outside. Yeah, we're selling a bunch of stuff. And I was like, yeah, you got any like furniture or anything big inside the house that I might, that you didn't want to bring out? And yeah, we'll bring in, let you take a look. And I said, yeah, did you sell the house yet? I'm always asking about the house. Really, that's what I was really there for. But in their garage, they had this window. And I'm looking like, that window brand new. How much you want for that? She said $5. So I'm like, I already toured their house. I shelled her out $5. I sold that thing for $100. 20x on your money on a window on Facebook. Come on, man. And I was already there. So I was like, threw it in the back of the truck. And it didn't even take but like a week to sell it. I said, I don't know if somebody gonna buy this window, but I'm gonna try $5 to find out. $100, they didn't bat an eye, they didn't be, because they cost like $250. Go try to buy some windows. So materials costs, ladies and gentlemen, find a way. You don't have to be reselling or anything like that. I'm just saying this stuff comes up on the resale market. Don't be so quick to go pay retail and paying top dollar for stuff.
So if anybody needs coach lights for their projects, for outside lights, I'm your man.
Coach lights. What's that? The one that go on the
They're the outside light for outside. They hang outside your door.
Oh, okay.
And,
Above the
and
window.
they have like a white with glass around it.
So you always got. So you be selling them or what?
Yeah, it's Progress Lighting is the brand. So they're a good name brand. I got 18 of them that I need to get rid of.
Resale. And I wish that lady had more than that one window. I'd have said, let me get 6 of them, sell them for $100 each. Spend $30, turn it into however much that is. You do the math.
I got 18 of them that'll match. So your front door can match your back door if you buy from me.
Put it on the internet. Somebody will come buy it. That
I
thing.
had it up on Marketplace, but I got to lower the price and do it again.
Oh, okay. Take good pictures. You know, just like everything else I say all the time, even with real estate. Basically, anything will sell if the price is right and the marketing's good. Anything will sell. It'll sell and resell again. The same stuff over and over and over again. So yeah, save your money and get some honey. What's up, Art? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Chris. How you doing?
Trying to make $1 million before the year end.
That's a good goal.
We on the way. We trying to be there. We got some stuff in escrow, so as long as we make it to the finish line, we gonna be all right. We're gonna be going in the right direction. Anything you cooking up this week, or I guess the last 2 weeks? I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was on a big job at the mill, working crazy hours, but I'm past that now. So right now, I'm just dealing with trying to get tenant buyer. I had a tenant buyer lined up for this deal I'm working on, but they basically flaked out. So now I'm in the process of finding another one.
Well, yeah, they all flake out until the deposit is dropped. The marketing don't stop. I need some money. You know, all that lip service. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it on Friday. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it next week. How much can you put down to hold it? We got to get something down. It's company policy. You just made it up on the fly. Company policy. We got to get some money right now.
Yeah.
The deposit is dropped. The marketing don't stop. It's just that simple. That's on cash deals, creative deals, any deal really, you know, because these people play games. You ran into that before too, didn't you, Jim? Where somebody was like, yeah, I want it, but then don't drop no money, right?
But now I got somebody that wants to drop some money.
So they serious.
Yeah, they got 40 grand that they're ready to put down, ready to execute.
You better find them a house.
I got to find them a house. They want a 3-2 for 250,000.
Did you look on the MLS?
I did. Yep.
Didn't see
And
anything.
I fed them a couple of leads already. That went to my local real estate group, and a couple of my real estate agents had some off-market properties that they know they're going to list at some point. But so they're helping me. So I sent some addresses to the people. They're doing drive-bys and seeing if it's something they might be interested in.
So, I mean, the thing is, though, you want to get it creatively, though, right? So that they can buy it or get in it on a lease purchase.
So that's what I told my real estate agent buddies is I said, ideally, I said, I'm looking for something that I can buy. And that's why they're looking for me. That is either sub-2 or owner financing.
Or look in those Facebook groups, those local Facebook groups where the investors hang out. They have creative deals a lot of times where they'd be like, oh, it's a $20,000 entry fee. And you're like, well, wait a minute. My person got 40. Where did the other 20 go? Can I get that? Hip Pocket National Bank. Nothing wrong with that,
Now,
right?
here's the thing. They don't want to do a lease option. They want to do an owner finance. So I'm thinking, and help me out with this. I'm thinking that I can buy it on owner financing, have the deed put in my name, and then I can sell it on owner financing to my end buyer. So it'd be like a wrap. Wouldn't that be right?
That's correct. You can do a wrap. That's the only way we do it. We buy it and get the deed every time. Get the deed or get the door, like my mentor told me. Always get the deed. When you're not trying to go lease it and then try to release it. You know, that's a play. They call it arbitrage. A lot of people do it, but that's not what I teach. I teach to get the house, get the ownership, get the deed. That means you own the property, and then you can do whatever exit strategy you want from that point. Whether that's, you know, putting in a tenant buyer on a lease purchase, whether that's wrapping it or putting some type of seller financing with that particular person, or whether you want to furnish it and do a furnished rental like I got a bunch of them coming back into my lap in the next 3 weeks. So they're going to work the crap out of me.
So I got a question on the owner finance thing. So I'm selling it on owner finance, let's say. And
Well, yeah, go ahead.
So if I sell it on owner finance, because my person told me that's buying it, they said they don't want to do a lease option. They want to do owner finance only.
Contract for deed.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Because they're
thinking.
not getting the deed. I mean, I don't. You can do whatever you want. I'm not transferring the deed to somebody unless they put some crazy money down. You know, you can always do it, but you know, it just gonna depend on what you're comfortable with. I like to maintain strength and position in every deal. Whoever has the deed has the strongest position. Once you get out of that position, you start becoming lien holders just like the bank, and going down that rabbit hole. So it's just going to depend. If you get a property that's straight seller finance, meaning they don't have a loan, and you make that seller that sold you the property the lender, then you could sell it to somebody else on contract for deed or on a wrap. It is contract for deed in Virginia, right? Or is it something else?
Yes. No, it's contract for deed.
Because I know some states call it bond for deed and some other stuff, other legal things. An executory contract for those looking to look it up. So,
and then I had somebody else reach out to me and in our investor group, and they actually have a house, but they didn't want to owner finance it to me. What they said is like, oh, we'll owner finance it to your buyer. You bring us the lead.
Well, this is the thing. That's why I don't tell people everything I'm doing. I ask questions. Would you sell the property and take payments? Some now and the rest over time. That's your position. What you're doing with the property is not their conversation, to be honest with you, on anybody that you're about to do a transaction with. Now, if we're in a training environment and I'm showing you all behind the curtain and all of that, that's something different. But out in the real world, everybody can get that work. We ain't trying to go teach them how we doing it and how we going to do all this stuff. Nah, man, this is business. I took time to learn this stuff. I took my lumps. Everybody take their lumps and learn and put their investment in, lose money, make money, all of that. It's not all for no reason. It's so that you can capitalize on the knowledge that you've gained over time, coming to these trainings every week, going through different trainings, learning different stuff. So I'm not trying to give them all that game. I'm just saying, hey, would you sell it? I mean, if we put a little bit down, would you take payments for the property? That's your position. Everything about what you exiting on is not even in the conversation. Make sense?
Makes sense.
So if you got somebody to say they got a house that's similar to what they're looking for, a 3-bed, 2-bath, and say they let you get the house for $5,000 down, $10,000 down, who cares? If your person likes that house and they're willing to give you $40,000 down, now you get to keep that difference depending on how you can bump up the price, etc. So not to get too crazy deep in the weeds and make this confusing, because it's creative finance. Creative finance can get confusing if you don't understand it, but it can be done. Just know that. My plan is to find a great deal and pass on a good deal to somebody else. It's just that simple. So when I get into the property, I want to get in for little to nothing down, because whoever getting it from me definitely putting something down every time. They don't get the keys. They don't put something down. So I'm getting in for little to nothing. How close to zero can we get? If we can get down to zero, great. If we can get to 2,000, great. 5,000, great. 10,000 may still be great. 20,000 may be great, depending on the property and the price and everything else. If it's $1 million property, 20,000 is nothing. As a matter of fact, I don't know if Mr. Transaction Engineer is on here. He did a deal like that. $1 million house. You know how many people tell you, oh, you can't do $1 million house creatively. They ain't gonna do that. He went and structured a deal with the seller. He's agreed to give them $50,000 down. Now that's scary, like $50,000. Hell no, I ain't giving nobody $50,000. He found a tenant buyer who gave $100,000 down. He kept the $50,000 for himself and passed that tenant buyer on to that person. So it doesn't really matter. It's just numbers. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have anything to do with you having the money yourself. It's about finding a good deal, a great deal that you can pass on to somebody else. Once you figure that out, everything else becomes easy. You think you can do a deal like that, Art? You think you can do a $1 million deal the same like that, Art?
I do believe so, because it really is just the same game, just different numbers, really.
It can be scary. Oh, it's a $2.7 million house. Payment is only I don't know, 32. I don't know, what would a payment on a house like that be? I'm gonna make up a number that ain't even right. Let's see.
Probably like $5-6 grand.
9,000 a month. Or something stupid. And there's people paying those kind of numbers too. It's not unheard of to be paying 9,000 a month on a house. So that's crazy work. All right. So you say you had anything else you're working on, Art?
That's it right now. Just and following up with previous leads, and then I'll be looking to get more new leads in this week for sure.
I've been getting some leads, but I've been getting some damn mobile homes for some reason. I'm like, I don't want no mobile home, man. Get that junk out of here. We don't want
That's
that
somebody in
mobile.
my group that loves mobile homes.
Really? Why?
He'll buy a mobile home every day of the week, man. He loves them.
Why?
Affordable housing. So he'll buy a mobile home. He'll buy a mobile home for like $4,000. He'll put $15,000 into the renovation. And so 15, 20,000. So he's $25,000, $30,000 into the house. And then he'll turn around and rent it for $1,000, $800,000 a month.
I was told it could never cost more than about $5,000 to $10,000 to renovate a mobile home completely. That's what I was told. Maybe I was told wrong. I don't know.
I guess it all depends on how you do it. I know somebody that's living in a mobile home right now, single wide. And when you walk into single wide, you would never know that it's a single wide. It's got regular 1/2-inch drywall. It's got thermopane, regular house windows. It's regular house doors. Everything. He gutted it and redid it.
So the mobile homes I find, they never want $4,000. They be like, oh, I need 120. And I'll be like, I ain't paying that for that junk.
No.
100 and what? On a mobile home? Not me. You got the wrong number. Matter of fact, mobile home is not real estate generally unless they got land. A lot of times they're in these mobile home parks and they want to sell you the mobile home and then have you try to have to move it because that park may not want non-owner occupied people living there. All kind of silly stuff when you're dealing with mobile homes.
See, we're in the country though. So out here where I'm at, it's in the country. Mm-hmm. And so people have mobile homes on their land. Oh, so okay. It's a different story here because usually when you buy a mobile home here, it's coming with 5-6 acres of land.
Now we cooking.
So that's a little bit different than having to rent your mobile home park spot and all that kind of stuff like what you're talking about. So it's a whole different game. And then what this guy does is he'll buy a piece of land that has a house on it, and then he'll go pull another, might have 5 acres, and then he'll pull a $4,000 mobile home in there and set it up and redo the inside and rent it for $900 or $1,000 a month on land he already has, electric he already has, well and septic he already has.
That kind of land, you might as well go and make a park out of it. Shoot.
Well, there's laws against that. You can in our area you can put one trailer on any land, but you can't put more than one.
Oh, they got rules.
So you buy a house for a decent price and you got a little bit of land, you put one single wide on it, rent it for $900 or $1,000 a month. That makes that property really work.
Who cuts the grass?
They do. Tenants do.
I know that's right. They pay that lot rent too every month. I know that's right. That's what we're looking for right there. Lot rent and regular rent. What's going on, Bettina? In the dark.
Yeah, still in the truck. I ain't made it home yet.
You on your way? You ain't out of that storm, that tornado?
No, I made it back from St. Louis. I'm just not in the house yet.
Oh, okay. Make sure you stay safe out there. Anything you working on that I can help you with?
Well, you know what? I just actually negotiated to get my neighbor's house.
Oh, okay.
About 3 doors down for $20,000.
Woo!
Rent to own. $2,000 down, $500 a month.
So they want to rent it to you with an option to buy. They don't want to sell it.
Yeah, they're selling it to me. But so I brought up the rent to own because he's not going nowhere and I'm not going nowhere. And that's how I actually convinced him to not have me pay him $20,000 up front because first off, I don't have it. If I did have it, I still would do it with knowing what I know now. But anyway, I know that he has all new windows in, new roof. He's updated the electricity. I think he updated the plumbing. I'm not sure about the plumbing, but I think he did. But I know this because over the last couple of summers, I was seeing him do all this. But then I guess he decided, him and his dad, because he's taking care of his dad and his son. And the mother comes in and out the picture. But yeah, so it's a 2-bedroom, 2.5, well, just say 2-bedroom and a storage area. You can stand up, but not hardly.
So top. I think I got to make a rule for you, Bettina, and I think somebody else too. We don't say the R word to sellers.
What?
The rent. We ain't renting nothing. We want to buy.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, I bought it because I wanted to buy and hold it.
I understand, but did you
Yeah.
say the word rent to own to the seller?
Yes, I did.
So we want to remove that from our vocabulary. Whenever we're talking to sellers, we're talking about this right here, buying it. We don't even use that R word. It's not allowed when you're talking to sellers. We're trying to buy it, but we're going to buy it on a creative deal structure, such as seller finance if he has a loan. Does he have a loan on the property?
Oh, it's paid for. Actually, his uncle had it, and his
So-
uncle passed away, and then left it to him.
So that
And
would
so
be owner
he got
finance.
real busy with his new job, so he couldn't really do nothing else except now I just need to put the walls back because he was waiting on inspection to go ahead and inspect the electrical because he had changed all the electrical, updated everything. And I'm like, you can't beat that. Not for 20 grand.
So we're remember though, we're not using that R word. We're not renting anything. We're buying every time.
Creatively. Okay.
Yep. So remove the R word from your vocabulary when talking to sellers. On our exit, yeah, it's rent to own, whatever you want to say at that point. But when we're acquiring property, we're looking to buy it. We're going to structure a creative financing deal or a seller financing deal or a owner financing deal, those types of words. We're not talking about renting anything because if you're renting, you're just a tenant. You're not the owner. So you don't want to use that word or verbiage. It's very important when you're doing real estate or anything in the legal world. Verbiage and words are important. So I try to stay away from, using those words. We don't want to have him thinking, oh, she going to rent it from me. And then, no, I don't want to rent nothing. I want to buy your property.
Well, yeah, we did discuss buying in the beginning period. And then I told him, maybe I could kind of, give him a few $1,000s down, a couple $1,000s down, and then, pay something every month until it's paid off. That was the agreement.
There you
But I'm
go.
saying rent to own to you because, that's the way it is.
Oh, okay.
Rent to own it for real.
I want to make sure somebody watching this on a replay next year don't see it and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go tell a seller do a rent to own, man."
Right,
Okay.
understood.
Keep stuff simple because it can get really confusing. And,
Yeah, so I'm excited though, because like right now I can't do it, but in the end game I do want to house military vets because there's a lot of homeless vets out there, and I didn't realize that they actually pay way more than a regular tenant would.
They do.
Yeah, and they actually take, say, if I had 2 vets in there, they would actually take over. I wouldn't even have to go to the house at all for anything except my rent. I don't even have to go to the house for my rent. But
Okay.
yeah, so I found that my sister on my dad's side, her brother is not retired, but he's a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's doing the same thing, only he's got a quadplex doing it. So eventually we'll probably partner up, hopefully, maybe whenever, to try to do something different.
Here, what is your exit strategy for this particular house that you're going to be buying?
Co-living or homeless veteran.
Co-living or homeless veteran. So for the veteran thing, do you have to furnish the house too or no?
I'm going to furnish it.
Where are you going to get your furniture at?
Well, I've already been dabbing in Wade's auction. I just went over there and got a living room something for over there, but it costs so much.
Did you say Wade auction?
Yeah. You know Wade? Wade, yeah.
I did his auctions for him for years.
Yeah, he had a shop over here, but somehow, he stayed in St. Louis, so I went to St. Louis to get it. They're bringing it Wednesday, but yeah, I've already started trying to get furniture and stuff for that. I'll store it in my house, but that is probably going to go in my house, and my stuff is probably going to go in there because I got it for like $200-300, but that's worth more than a couple of grand just the one seat itself.
There you go. So make sure to visit St. Louis Consignment Gallery as well because it's over 10,000.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna hit both of y'all up. You best believe I'm gonna hit both of y'all up.
There you go. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you actually.
I know you got some stuff, Chris. I'm coming. You better believe it.
We keep a warehouse full of goodies in St. Louis.
Yes, you do.
That's good that you're working on a deal there. So are you under contract with him yet? Or y'all still working out details? What's the deal there?
Yes and no. We don't have it on paper because I'm going to take that to him this Friday.
And so that's going to be a purchase agreement, correct?
Yes.
With some type of terms.
But
So
now here's the problem. I called over here in Illinois to find out who does that deal. What title company does that deal? But the only thing they do is all cash. You pay the cash and then be done with it. So they don't know what to do.
The title company that can help you with the magic wand.
Yeah.
Freedom Title.
That's in Missouri or Illinois?
Both. Come on, Bettina. You ain't just show up thinking I ain't gonna drop some bomb. You think I just be sitting here playing in this seat?
Let's pray.
Write it down.
Yes, sir. Because I'll be calling them tomorrow.
So you do have the $1 million script as well for your seller, right? So you can get the terms that you need. Let me put this on the screen here for you. I know you've probably seen this before, but I want to make sure you see it again because this is how you're going to determine how you're going to do this deal. So I'm using 85% of my storage. Hang that up. All right, I'm filled. So this is what you say for a seller who says yes to terms.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta.
Oh yeah, it's getting good now. Look
Okay,
at
wait a
Jim,
minute.
he's smiling. He don't know what to do with himself.
Okay, I had the screenshot. Okay.
Well, that's just part of it, and it's the other part you're going to have to screenshot right here. Because all of those questions there are going to come to these things here. This is what you need to fill out your contract. The price that you agreed on, you said $20,000. The down payment you agreed on, you said $2,000, or if you can get less, even better. The monthly payment, however much, $500 a month, and length of time. Now, there's something that's not on here, and what would that be, Jim, that's missing from these boxes here? I'm going to see if Jim knows.
I'm looking. Price, down payment, monthly, length of time. Interest rate?
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. I don't even bring up no interest rate. I'm in there
There's no
talking about
such thing as interest when you're buying, right?
Sure there is. If you bring it up like a dingbat, that's why I don't bring it up. If they don't bring up interest, I'm not bringing up interest. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're putting down, you're catching what I'm throwing. So we don't even bring up interest. If we're talking seller finance now, meaning they don't have a loan, it's a free and clear property, just to be very clear. If it's a free and clear property, we don't bring up interest. We're asking these questions up here. If they say, yeah, they're open to terms. Okay, what's the least you could accept if we can agree on terms? They're going to say $20,000. Is that the best you can do? $18,000. Damn. All I said is that the best you can do. You came down $2,000 more dollars. Happens all the time, by the way.
You better ask that question again.
Happens all the time. Is that really the best you can do? So if they and so we usually buy with nothing down, okay? They say, okay, I move along. But you already agreed to give them something down, so we're past that already. Yeah. But we usually buy with nothing down. Seriously. If they don't ask for something down, I'm not offering it. Why am I offering them the money up front? Especially when I'm taking over a property that's going to need some work. I'd rather put that money into the property to stabilize that property. Make sense?
Oh, yeah, he's going to help put the walls back up. Because
there's always some other things you may not have seen yet that you might end up spending money on. So why would I want to give him money down when I could be putting it into getting his property up and running?
Everything is there. The drywall for the walls, the insulation, the paint, all that stuff is already there.
It's always there until it ain't. I need it running perfect before, just to be.
That is true.
Because right now I'm under contract with a property over here in Florissant. Lady tells me, oh yeah, I need a little work. I go in there, look okay, it's just dirty, I need a little some garbage disposal fixed, little stuff like that. Nothing major. Come to find out, 2 weeks in the contract, the pipe busted in the back in the closet near the water heater. You can tell me that before now. So now I got somebody over there messing with that today. So, it's one of them things. It's all good until it ain't all good. So don't assume anything. I assume this house gonna cost me money somewhere. So why I want to give him money when I can use that to put it in my property? Make sense?
Right.
Have you Art, when you got these properties and you think everything good, and you end up having to put $5 in it that you didn't want to?
Hey, I was just waiting for a moment to say, Bettina, I remember you said that you don't know about the plumbing. I learned the hard way that you better check that plumbing before you take these properties on for sure. For sure.
But why would she need to do that?
Because once we sign on that dotted line, it's our problem.
That's your baby at that point.
Yeah, but that's all updated.
Yeah, you said that you didn't know what was going on with the plumbing. Maybe I missed you said something after that, but that's what I heard at first.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he did the plumbing too. The plumbing, the electrical, the roof, and the windows. And that's what made me think, well, why am I mean, all I have to do is go back in there. They'll help me put the walls back up.
Let me help you
The
out.
drywall back up and the insulation in.
Let me help you out here too, Miss Bettina. Trust but verify.
Trust but verify. I was just
I'm
about to
not
say that.
believing nothing nobody say. They all talkers. Everybody in this game is talkers. You, me, wholesalers, real estate agents, flippers, contractors. Everybody talk. I don't believe nothing. I need to see some proof every time. Not saying that they're intentionally lying or intentionally doing something, bad, but don't put yourself in a bad position where you're trying to bounce back from some stuff somebody tricked you with. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because why is he so motivated to want to sell? Never trade places with the seller. That's another thing when they got a lot of stuff going on, unless you have the capability to deal with whatever they got going on. Like that lady with the busted pipe over there. I can fix it. It ain't gonna cost that much, but still, it's like, damn, you didn't tell me it's a whole pipe busted in the house and toilet messed up and stuff. I gotta replace a toilet too. $75 or whatever them things cost. But it's still a cost. Somebody gotta pay that. And if they're not paying it, and I'm not paying it, the tenant buyer got to pay it. Somebody got to pay it, or the house can't run. We got to get the house stabilized and monetized and cash flowing. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah,
and then he's also going to give me 60 days before I pay the first $500.
That's another thing I was finna get to. Now we cooking, Bettina. That's what I like to hear. We always have a buffer before we start making our first payment. 60 days, 90 days. I had one time where one of my students back in the day, she had a lady that was willing to let her wait 6 months before she made the first payment. And she was like, oh, I don't know if I want it. I'm like, girl, put that house on the contract. What you talking about? We finna shop it. Somebody just had to throw a bunch of junk away. What's a dumpster? A couple $100?
Right.
Some labor. It's like whatever it is. Where somebody giving you a house and 6 months to start making payments. Is the house that bad? If it's that bad, it's something different. But if not, we're going to figure it out. Somebody wants that house.
And then, you know what? I found a major buyer right here in Cahokia, Illinois. And so I just so happened I was taking my niece to look for a vehicle. And I was like, stop right here. I saw it, and it's like I went in there and I talked to the lady. And so I did the pace on her. I said, well, look, why are we not doing work together? You buy properties here to help you find those properties. So it's not just going to be a bird dog fee. You know what I'm saying? $500 here and there, but she only buys in Cahokia. I'm like, what is going on that she's only buying? She knows something. Eventually, I'm going to find out.
We got some stuff over there, or Justin do. What she want? What she looking for? We got deals.
Well, she buys all cash.
It don't matter. You can buy cash. I don't care. Use a credit card. For all I care. As long as the money clear and it hit that bank account, we figure it out.
That part.
Look at that. Justin popped up. What? Somebody do Cahokia. What? He's licking his lips. Wipe that slide rock off your face.
With money, anything is possible.
That's right. Cash.
Money gives us options.
That's right.
The Bible says money is the answer to all things.
No, it said it's the root of all evil, but you know what? I'll take it.
Actually, it says the love of money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
The love of money. Not money itself. The love of money.
Hey, Bettina, one thing I'm wondering, I know you said this guy was going to give you a sweet deal to get the property. Only thing left needs to be the walls going up. And you wasn't, and then he's going to help with the walls. If he's going to help you with the walls and that's all that's needed, why is he selling the property to you?
Well, they stay next door and they've got a nice house plus a back house and a nice little, but see, his uncle had the house. He can't stay in two houses. And mind you, they have to pay the taxes every year. So he has to pay taxes on both houses. And so he was anticipating giving it up anyway, but he just didn't know I was gonna be the one wanting it.
That taxes on that house, what, $500? How much the taxes?
I don't know.
It ain't a lot.
I don't know yet. I don't know. Mine. I got a shoebox. I live in a shoebox, and my tax are like 1,400.
Oh, I forgot you in Illinois. Everything high over there. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Mine are 1,400 a year.
I'll keep that.
I put that to the slide just to make sure I got it.
Justin got a house for you in Cahokia though for that lady.
What's the deal on it?
Where's she at? What's she looking for?
Property, inexpensive property that she can. I met her flipper. So, and she now has she has a flipper that I met first before I found her. And I got her information from him. That's why when we passed by her little spot, I stopped.
So
But she's
typically,
pretty much looking for everything in Cahokia.
so whenever we're talking to a so-called buyer, we try to
Mhm.
find out what is their buy box. The buy box. This is what mine looks like.
Okay.
Art, did you do your buy box yet?
No.
You know I was gonna get you, Art. He said no.
Hold on, wait a minute, Chris. Don't take it away yet.
Your buy box. I'm buying creative and I'm buying cash.
That's a good one right there.
I guess she wanted cheap because she's buying all cash.
I want it cheap.
Cash
They want
off.
$2.
But we'll see.
Buy box.
I went.
So that's what you should have created for you. And everybody's stuff may not be as neat and orderly as that, but at least they got an idea what you're looking to buy. St. Louis County, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, Northern Jefferson County, preferably, not in the sticks, but you know how that go.
He's only in
I
Cahokia.
got a deal under contract in Jefferson County right now.
Look at it. Like the way that look makes it look like a little envelope,
Yeah,
a little backwards envelope.
it's like flip it over, it's money in there.
That
Open
part.
it for money, man.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. So a deal I was working on this week. Let me see if I can share this back here. Share. I got a lot of sharing. Sharing is caring. Is that right?
It is.
Mhm.
So this little house right here, he told me the house didn't need no work. Till I went to the house and found out it need all type of work. So the ARV on this property is about 275. He called in real hyped up. Yeah, I want to sell. I just want to get rid of it. I'm like, what do you want to, how much you think you want to get for it? He didn't really say nothing at first. Then I got to talking to him some more. He said, oh, I don't know, 100,000, something like that. And so he kept talking some more. So I said, so if we said 70,000, what would you say to something like that? He said, let's do it. I said, okay. So I already sent him the contract while I was on the phone with him, had him sign the contract to this little raggedy house here. That's how it looks on the front. It's even condemned. If you can see the little patch on there, I don't know if you can see it, but this is what the bathroom looks like. All this little stuff on the wall. I don't know what that's a design or what this blue stuff is all over the tub and everything. As long as it ain't red, we good. If it's blue blood, it ain't red blood, we all right. But that's one. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. That's one of the bedrooms there. I don't know what's going on with that wall. Stuff everywhere. That's an expensive lift bed there, though. I'll tell you that. It's about $300-400. That's the basement here. Wrote all on the walls. Got a lot of stuff down there. So we actually, I took.
It only looks like a 100-amp panel box.
Yeah. So I took my, I put it under contract and I set a time to come out, and I took some cash buyers out there with me, and I sent it out like a dingbat because he told me it didn't need no work, and I told him the ARV is like 275. So I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get the best deal of my life. I'm gonna make $100,000. I was over here counting money that ain't there. So come to find out, it looked like this. It need work.
Chicken coop.
So he was telling me that he got chickens in the back, hens, because they make noise. So he was telling me that he wants to sell it. I got it under contract at 70. I sent it out at 172. Where did I get that number from, Art?
Made it up.
Made it up. I said,
Gotta get you 100 grand.
because he told me he didn't need nothing really. He said, "Oh, I don't need that much. I don't need nothing." So I'm thinking, "Oh, I'll put 20 grand in there for repair." It need more than 20, as you can tell. I need about 80 or 90, maybe even 100. So I got an end buyer locked in, and they're gonna buy it for 95,000. So we're gonna make 25K on that deal there.
Hey now. Go
Yeah.
Chris.
It ain't over till the fat lady sing though. You know how that goes. We ain't gonna count until it hit that.
The fat lady say.
So it's under contract for 70, sold for 95. So this is a catch too. So I was, since he lied, I mean, just to be honest with you, he lied. He told me, "Oh yeah, this probably don't need that much." And we go out there and need everything. It's a big puddle of water, by the way, right there. Huge puddle, look like a pool or something.
Maybe
I
that's what
try to
it
go
is.
back and renegotiate with him. And he started playing games. You want to hear the call?
Yeah. Yeah.
They say, yeah, they like calls. Let me see here if I can stop sharing and pull up the call for the call. So yeah, this guy here, he's a character for sure. I've talked to a lot of people in the world, but he's what you call a character, a real character. He got tattoos in his face and stuff. He was like, yeah, they don't want me out here. He's like, they don't want me here, and I'm just gonna run outside naked, and the police got me on speed dial. He's like, he's got issues, I guess, or he's had some issues with people there. But he's a fun guy. I mean, I can't say nothing bad about him, but give me 1 second here. I gotta pull him up. That's what's this
Look,
dude?
he lied to you. That's an issue.
Well, yeah, he be lying. So he lied there. And let me see if I can pull this up. Uh-oh. Let me see. How do I do this? I'm gonna download it because I don't want to have this screen share. Oh, there we go. I can do it that way. All right, here's the call. Let me share it again. Reshare. I'm gonna see what you think about this renegotiation art. If you would have did something different.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel, this is Chris. How you doing? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Trying to get back with you since we finished walking through the property yesterday. I was trying to see how long could it be before you could be moved out and everything.
How long could it be? I mean, I should fuck with them because it's the city that's fucking with me. I got a mind because I got a lawyer. So, I mean, I should fuck with them, but I could be out. I mean, how soon is somebody wanting to fuck with me?
Are we ready next week?
What are we talking? You never said what the final offer was.
Oh, so yeah, let me see here. Let me pull this back up. So remember, we're already under contract at 70, but when I was leaving the house, I told him we might have to come down on that number a little bit because this house needs a little bit more work than we anticipated. But we're gonna see how that goes. Let's see, this was Janiclium. I don't even know how to say that name. I still don't know how to say it.
Janiclium.
Janiclium. Oh.
Yep.
I've been saying
Lium.
That's the name of the street. It's like a funny sounding street.
Stupid. They're all over there, like Maximus and Cleopatra and all that dumb shit.
Yep.
That's all the names.
I was trying to find out also, like, what do you really need to like help you be able to move to the place you're going to? I want to make sure we help you
I'm just gonna buy one of them. What do you call them? Modulars. Buy a piece of land. I don't even know, man.
What do those really run? I mean,
I don't know if you ever seen me and a girl. You seen these little bitty houses out. Fucking, where was it at? I don't even know how much they cost, but I'm looking into it, man. I'm not dragging my feet or nothing, but it's the only reason I'm motherfucking moving is because these neighbors didn't like me, and I didn't like them. I didn't want the fucking property in the first place. I mean, it was fucking nothing to me, but. I mean, for a definite how much I need to get out of there and into something comfortable, I could check tomorrow, and see what one of those buildings go for. But
so the reason I'm asking him what does he need to really move? Because I'm trying to get him down a little lower, but I don't know how low I can go, if I can go low at all. So that's why I'm asking him, what is it that you really need? I'm not going to the number per se from my angle. I'm coming to his need. From that angle, what do you need to be able to move to another place or wherever you're trying to go do, buy a trailer home, whatever you call yourself doing after the fact?
You were at what? You said 70, or no, you said 90, and then you said it was going to be smaller than that, or shorter than that, or some shit. So
actually, we were in at 70, but I told you it's probably going to be a little bit less. I'm still trying to pull that up. Because I'm still trying to pull that up. Because remember, he's asking me, what do y'all need to be at? And I ain't want to hit him with a number yet. I want him to give me a lower number than that 70 first.
Telling me
Yeah, I
we
got
could
somebody
take the
that
house
wants
back.
90.
We're
Somebody
under
was
contract.
offering 90.
Yeah, we're under contract at 70.
Under
You
contract
got me
at
mixed
70.
up with somebody
Yeah,
else.
we're already under contract at
I don't know
70
what
right
he
now.
talking about.
Well, then you can't go lower than that.
Look at him. I'm gonna bring you. Yeah, we're under contract at 70.
Under contract at 70? Right on.
Yeah, we're already under contract at 70 right now.
Well, then you can't go lower than that.
Look at him. I'm gonna bring you to buy some houses with me, Daniel. You're good. Let's see here.
He said you can't go lower than
They
that.
kind of afraid of that water coming in on the back there. They think it's gonna come in the house, even though I didn't see any in the house. They think it's
No. See, that's got a $10,000 irrigation system. That fucking basement wouldn't flood if you had a hose running down there 24/7. The whole outlining of the walls, all the walls on the outside and on the inside wall, on the inside of the basement, but on the outside walls, there's a perimeter around there that's been cut out, like back in 2000 maybe. They cut out 6 feet or 4 feet from the wall, and then put a lip all the way around there. So if any water ever comes in, it gets sent right back to the sump pump and right out the back door.
Oh,
So
really?
you'll never get that. No, my basement's the only one in that neighborhood that's got that kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
Believe that. That cost me $10,000. So I know that's there.
Yeah, you said Grandpa did that or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it get expensive. Yeah, because it's just that water sitting back there. You know what I mean? You don't want to have a pool
In the backyard,
Yeah.
there's nothing but mulch back there. It needs ground cover. It needs to be reseeded and shit like that. As far as grass goes and stuff like that, I mean, definitely needs reseeded. I was gonna do all that this year until they pulled some punk bullshit. So
He wasn't doing nothing.
I was gonna go get a tractor, dude, and dig a swimming pool and just not put one in.
Oh, wow.
Just to be a dick.
So dig it and have it already ready, but don't really do anything.
Don't do nothing with it. Just have a big, gigantic hole with all the permits and shit hanging on the front door.
Wow. They'd have been.
Yeah, I fucking.
What is
hate those people, man. I hate
that
those people.
condemned anyway for? I meant to ask you that. What is that condemned on the door?
Because I had rubbish in the way when the cops busted down the door.
Oh, wow.
I ran from the cops and ran in the house.
So they condemned it for that? That's crazy.
Because they tripped over trash and one of them got hurt.
He hurt the police.
Wow. So they
I was
really
taking the garbage out. I was taking the garbage outside, and I had already taken 2 bags out. And I turned over to look to the left, and I seen them motherfuckers coming down the street. So I ran in the house, jumped down the basement, and them fuckers come busting through the door and fucking tripped over the trash and fucked themselves up. I was laughing. I thought it was funny. I still think it's funny.
So I know they know you. If you heard a cop, I know they like get that.
So I'm just getting them talking because I know I'm about to drop this low
Fucking
ball
neighbors are
off.
lousy. If you're an uppity uptype man, that's a perfect place. It's a great school district. I mean, the house is sound, foundation sound. I mean, it's all fucking. It needs some windows in the basement. But like I said, I mean, all this shit was coming. I've had enough. I threw in the towel. They win. I lose. Who cares?
Yeah. And so that's the thing too. We can take it as is, and anything that you don't want to take with you, you can just leave it there. That'll make it a little easier for you, won't it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
But
so-
you're gonna give me some insulting number right now, aren't you?
No, it's not insulting. I'm just trying to make sure I'm helping you out, though. Because like I said, I don't want to just give you, because people try to buy houses and stuff. I just want to make sure I'm really putting you in a good position.
Well, in that neighborhood, I already know none of those houses sell for under $200,000. Not one of them in that neighborhood. There's in upwards of $450,000 houses in that neighborhood. It's just a nice neighborhood, and it's not my style. I'd rather have me a little shed with fucking a bathroom and a bed and a TV, and I'd be cool.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, it don't really make. I mean, the bare minimum, man, and a heater, I guess.
Yeah, for the
It's got a brand new train. That train AC unit is for what do you call it? When you got it all through the house, central air. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a train out back. I mean, that's the brand name of the.
What are you gonna do with your chickens or your hens?
Going right to the neighbor that shares my backyard with me.
Oh, okay. They're gonna take them for you.
Straight to the back. Yep, they're gonna take the chicken.
Well, that's good.
Unless they want somebody else wants them. I mean, he's the only one I know. He's got a little girl.
How do you even do that? I don't even know how you do if you had him.
What do you mean? Just feed them and water them, man, and then go pick up their eggs every morning. You get 6 fresh eggs every morning.
That's easier than having a dog. Damn.
Man, I'm telling you, and cheaper too, because their bag of food is like 30 pounds, and it only costs $20, under $20, and that lasts them all week. I mean, $20 a week for $80 in eggs. Shit, I'll trade you. You know, and they're quiet. They don't make no noise. They're just good. They're good. Good fucking chickens, man. And if you ever get hungry, you know what I mean?
Right.
Colonel Sanders.
They are, and they lamb.
Yeah, I'll get that out of there. That coop will be tore down. All the shit that I can take with me wherever I'm going, or what will fit in there, will go with me. It'll look a lot better than it did when you guys. See, I told you already. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I got it where I don't give a fuck. And I stand out there right now. I stood out there this morning in my motherfucking boxers, you know, showing them what's up. And it was cold. I ain't even like that.
Yeah, that cold air came back, didn't it?
Man, quick. Because of shrinkage.
Right.
Not the shrinkage.
God damn it.
They're telling me, you know, we could buy the house as is. Like I say, take what you want to take with you, leave what you don't. And they're telling me 50.
Oh, no. I mean, the property alone is worth that. I mean, the house ain't shit. I mean, it's got all... everything's updated. I mean, it's all modern. It's just fucking dirty because I told you, I fucking gave up. Now, give me a week inside of there and come back through. And then we'll talk about where that $50,000 is at.
Right. Well, like
I'm telling you right now,
you don't have to do
if you put $10,000 into that house as it sits, that's just going to be smoking bad.
Yeah.
I just don't, I ain't fucking with it.
We're going to redo everything. Like, the whole house is going to be basically new when you see it. If you see it.
Well,
again.
it's got new electricity that I just paid fucking $5,000 for. That panel downstairs is all new. All that shit. All the electricity is good. I mean, I just, like, look, how would you like, every time you walk outside of the house, feels like there's a fucking, I don't have a monkey on my shoulder. I got grape ape on my motherfucking shoulder. A big ass fucking gorilla. All eyes on me. And like, I ain't no movie star, no shit. They sure the fuck think I'm like America's Most Wanted type shit. And I've had enough. I'm half tempted to see what the laws are in Missouri about going out there asshole naked. Really, and you see, if you guys hadn't been contacting me, you know what my next move was? I was just gonna abandon the motherfucking thing and paint it bright fucking fluorescent green and fluorescent pink.
What if you left it, abandoned it, and got $50,000 cash in your bank account the same day? Would that be better?
What if you just abandoned it and got $50,000 in your bank account? Would that be better? That was a reiteration of the $50,000.
Oh yeah, it'd definitely be better.
Well, I think
absolutely.
That's what we can do. I got it approved right now. We're ready to go.
Right on. All right. Well, I got to contact my lawyer, obviously.
No, you don't have to do anything. So basically,
I gotta contact my lawyer. Do you like that objection so far? Oh yeah, I gotta contact my lawyer. So no, you don't need to contact nothing. Not with coming to dropping that price.
I thought he was going to say he has to talk to his partner.
Right. After you see him,
go out there and talk to his chickens.
Basically.
Process works is the contract we already signed. I turned it into escrow. They're going to open up escrow for the property, and they're going to. You said that you had inherited it, right? Did you do any kind of deeds or anything to transfer it?
It's in. It's my lawyer's got all that shit. I don't deal with anything municipal unless I'm under arrest.
I know that's right.
So
yeah, so they're going to reach out.
That's why I
to
pay
you.
lawyers for that shit.
So the title company is going to reach out to you basically, and then they're just going to have to get, I guess, your lawyer's information so they can get whatever transfer paper they did.
Right on. Right on.
And then wherever you want your money sent to, and then after that, it takes about not even a week. We can probably close next week.
Sounds good to me, man. I'll try to answer your phone, man. Right now, I can't go in there after dark, so it's so I just taunt them at night. I shoot fireworks off at them and shit in the yard and shit. Fuck with them.
I mean,
but yeah, hopefully whoever moves in there, whoever you sell it to, man, they better be the uppity type, because that neighborhood is nothing but fucking yuppies.
Oh yeah, I seen them. They were looking like, what am I? They looking at me like, what am I doing out there?
Yeah, what's a black man doing over there? That's what's fucked up too. Then that's their prejudice and shit. They thought, they thought I was the Antichrist. I think.
Wow. So I mean, are you agreeable to this 50,000 and be done with that house?
Well, let me talk to my lawyer. And this other company's been hounding me too about this shit, and they're talking 90, and then that's a $40,000 difference.
Yeah, we've already walked.
And wait a minute, time out. I've been talking to this other company, and they offering me 90. What do you think about that one, Art?
I think he might be lying.
Again? Does he have a track record of lying?
Yeah.
And I think you have it under contract for 70 already, right?
I'm already under contract at 70, exactly. What are you talking about?
Everything. I mean, but what can you do? Just tell me what you can do.
What you can do.
See if I can get it approved and get this thing going. Because I want to get this
what we agreed on, and because I'm a man of my word. I mean, and I hope you guys are too. 70 is where I thought we were at.
Yeah, we're at 70. All right. Let me see.
So yeah, that 50 ain't gonna do it. Because we ain't agreed shit on that. I agreed on the 70. And that's because you guys are the first ones, and you guys had no nonsense bullshit, and you guys come pretty reputable as far as you've done this shit quite a few times. So, and I mean, I've seen the clients you brought with you; they all fit right in. I mean, shit.
Yeah, them are my partners.
Pretty white girls. Oh shit. Yeah, there ain't nothing but old folks and retirees there.
You were looking at one of them girls, huh?
Man, so are you. I'm about to get slapped by my girl sitting next to me for talking shit, but
I don't want to get you in trouble.
I was looking.
All right, Daniel, we'll stick to the 70 and get this thing wrapped up for you. So you should be getting a call from the title company. They're probably gonna call you Monday, and they'll get your attorney, and they're gonna find out where you want your money sent, and then you can just start working on moving, and we're ready to go. We'll have you out of there.
Sounds good to me, man. I'm glad I met you, man.
All right. Other than that, any other questions or anything for me for now before I let you go?
No, I'll let my lawyer handle the rest of this. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I can take it now if you have it and put it on the paperwork.
Do I have it right now? I just know. I mean, it's no. I mean, I don't have his phone number or nothing. I don't carry it like that. I mean, his name's.
I asked him, does he have the attorney's information? Since he keeps saying the attorney this, the attorney that.
Or his name, not his number.
He's like, I feel real quick. I hear he's just kind of call him. No. I hold him to the windshield when the cops pull me over.
I already got an attorney. I don't want to talk now.
Right on. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll hit you back tomorrow or whenever you guys hit me back. I'm sitting in my car smoking a square, smoking a joint, smoking crack. I don't know what I'm smoking, but.
So we're locked in at 70. You're good to go.
Right.
You can start moving whatever you want there. And like I said, the title's going to reach out to you on Monday, and they're going to get the other information so they can know where to send your money and how to reach your attorney so they can get that title work stuff done. As soon as that stuff's cleared up and done, we're ready to close. So we're just waiting on that right now. That and for you to move.
Sounds good. Sounds good, brother.
If you need anything, feel free to call anytime, okay?
I appreciate you.
All right. What do you think about that call overall, Jim, on the renegotiation attempt?
It was a good try. I was surprised that you actually went back to the 70, to be honest.
Well, I already had the deal sold. I already got it sold at 95, so I was just going to try to be a little greedy. I already going to get a $25,000 assignment fee. I was trying to get that 45, 50 ball out of it. But, all you can do is try, right?
You were trying to get to that million mark a little quicker, right?
What you said. So, what do you think about it overall? You said I shouldn't have never tried to go back to 70, or I should have kept trying to get them lower.
No, I think you did the right thing.
Yeah, he said I'm a man of my word, and I'm like, it's already a deal, and so I already got a buyer. It ain't like I still need to get it lower to get a buyer to take it. I actually had two people. I had somebody trying to get it at 81. And I had somebody trying to get it. Matter of fact, the person at 81 sent me paperwork. I was like, whoa, time out. Let me make sure these other people don't want it. And they was like, yeah. So the person that wanted to pay 95, which was the highest offer. I even tried to get him to go up to 100. He was like, oh, no, we're stuck at 95. I tried to work it on both ends. Can I get the buyer up a little bit and the seller down a little bit? That was my original plan, but both of them didn't work. But when this all smoke clears, we're going to get a 25K. What do you think about this call overall, Art?
I think it was a really good call. I think you did a really good job of, letting him talk in the beginning before you laid it on him, what you was trying to do. And then even after you made the offer, you still you double back to him doubling down on that 50, and you almost had him, it seemed like. Then he was like, no, I got to do the 70, or I'm going to have to talk to my lawyer. Talk to my lawyer, talk to my wife. I got all these people I got to talk. Got another company now.
Yeah, all kind of red flags. Like, nah, dude, chill out. You don't need to do nothing. Chill out.
Yeah. I think it was pretty ballsy for you to go for reduction in that situation, but I definitely understand you got your goals. So I think that was a really good call.
Cool beans. What about you, Miss Bettina? What do you think about a renegotiation attempt?
Yeah, it's good for me, but I thought it was gonna go to that 50. I was
I
all
wish you
excited.
had.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. But then he's a man of his word. When he said that threw me for a loop because you said you had it locked up. Well, I'm sorry. He said that you had it locked up for 90 when all the time it was locked up for 70. So he was actually trying to get you to go up. And you stuck at that 70 if nothing else, but I thought you was gonna get it lower than that though, for real.
I
Because of
thought
that pond, look that little pond, that little pool that wasn't supposed to be a real pool. So
Yeah, it's all muddy and nasty.
that's all right. Hey, you locked it up at 70, you still got that. If all else, hey, you got that much.
Matter of fact, that was a one-time close. When he called in about this time of night, like a couple days back, and just called in like, yeah, I just want to get rid of this house. And he started dumping all this stuff like he was talking there. And I'm up here drawing up the contract while he talking. I said, what if you said we said 70? Boom, I'll take it. It's in your inbox. I pushed send as soon as he said it, and he signed it right then and there. So I had him under contract before I seen the house, which I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a huge deal. It's still a deal. It's still a good deal at $25K, but it's just, one of them things. Any other thoughts, questions, comments about that call?
How did you get the initial marketing on that? Or how did you get the initial lead on that?
He called in.
From your website or your marketing?
Yep, just called straight in. And it was late at night. I was like, oh, wow. These people starting to call late, call in late a lot. I had a good dude call last night almost at midnight. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Go to sleep. Who calls this late? The AI is supposed to pick up the phone on them people, but for somehow they got to me. So I was like, I guess they asked to speak to me or speak to a human. They didn't want to talk to the AI. They said, LOL, drawing up the contract.
The other night, Chris.
You say what?
I had the same thing happen the other night. I've been dropping notes on doors of people that aren't home. And I have to say that this guy confirmed that he was home and he didn't answer the door. And typically when I knock on the door, people come. I could probably count on one hand the number of times that people are home and don't come to the door. And I had a feeling he was home, but I thought he was sleeping. I thought he was working third shift or something like that. But apparently I stopped twice and he was home both times and he got my sticky note both times. And then he sent me a text and told me that he was 62 years old and he's just all done. Like he said, basically, life hadn't dealt him a good hand and, he's just letting it go to the auction.
Wow. They're just going to let it go.
I'm just going to let it go. And so I responded back to his text right away.
How about you just sign it over to me? Would you just sign the house over to me? Then you don't got to worry about that auction no more.
Yep. That's what I told him.
And he said, nope.
No, he's up for doing it.
Oh, he's going to do it. Okay. Yeah.
So he did want a little bit of something. He did want a little bit of something because what I found out after I talked to him, like what you did there, I found out that it was actually his dad's house and they both had the same name. They have different middle name. So, and his dad is in the nursing home with dementia. And then I found out as I went deeper into the call with him that he actually has been living there and paying the mortgage on it, but his dad's in the nursing home. And as soon as they sell the property, then the nursing home gets the proceeds. So then he was telling me that he doesn't even have the power of attorney or will or anything like that to sell the house. So now I'm talking to the wrong person.
Who do you need to talk to?
So then I figured I'd keep him on the phone and find that out. So then he said that he gave me the number of the person at the nursing home that controls the assets. And he said, this is the person who is in charge of selling and, getting their profits and all that kind of stuff.
How did that person at the nursing home get that power?
because his dad signed it over when he moved into the nursing home.
Oh, he signed it over to the nursing home?
Yeah, so they take all your possessions. Like
Wow.
you can move in for nothing basically, but they take everything you got.
That's crazy work. I ain't know
So
they did
now
that.
his son was still living back at the house, and the nursing home said, if his son wants to stay living at the house, they were okay with that, kind of like a reverse mortgage type deal. They're like, yeah, we're cool with that. But when dad passes away, then you got to find another place. But as long as
Wow.
you're keeping up the mortgage payments, so he's paying for it, the kid is. As long as you're keeping the mortgage payment up and we get the house at the end, we're going to let you stay. That
But
makes
do they
sense.
want the house or do they want the proceeds from the house?
They want the proceeds.
Right. So figure out what that number is. It still may work as a deal.
That's what I'm thinking. So here's the thing. This is something I was going to ask you about today, is because I asked him, he said they knew it was going to auction before he did. So I said, so were they just going to let it go to the auction? He said, yeah, the auction's only a month away. He's like, yeah, they're just letting it go to the auction.
Yeah, you
So
need
I'm
to
like,
reach
that's
whoever that
interesting.
person is out there that's got that whatever paperwork. I guess they got some kind of power of attorney or some type of
Yeah, they got a durable power of attorney, and that's on my list for tomorrow, is to call them and find out. I want to call two people. I'm going to call the mortgage company tomorrow and find out what is owed on it. And then I'm going to call the asset manager at the nursing home and let them know that I'm an interested party. And
Wow.
I'll take it so they don't have to hassle with the auction.
Mm.
And it sounds like they weren't expecting to get anything anyway. They were just going to sell it at the auction and be rid of it because they didn't want to have to deal with the
Find
asset.
out what that is, because we can help get that situated a little bit better for them. Maybe. I don't know. They're asking, my question is, are you going to keep the chickens or what? No, I don't like chickens. I just eat them. They make you sign, sort of. It's a movie about that. Oh, it's a movie about that where they be taking people's houses and wow, these people crazy. This is so many things in real estate. It's people, it's finances, it's a physical asset. It's always a lot of moving parts. That's why you got to love real estate. You can always get in. Every transaction in real estate, 15, 20, 25 people might be eating off that one deal. Why can't you get your slice of that pie? That's all I be wanting to know. So this is Bettina's favorite part of the show. Bettina, what have you learned today?
Ooh, negotiate. You never know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's it. That's it. Ask questions and don't be afraid. Worst thing they can do is say no.
Okay.
And it ain't gonna be your first time being told no, and it's definitely not your last time. Take your no, keep it moving. All right. What about Mr. Art? What have you learned today?
Just that having a sense of urgency is sometimes going to be the thing that make or break these deals. Like you said, that guy called in and you talked to him on the phone and you wrote up the agreement and emailed it to him while y'all was on the phone. And that fast tracked this whole deal. You could still be waiting another week to catch up and meet up with that guy right now if you didn't do that. So sense of urgency is very important.
Yeah, he's hard to catch too, because before he called back for that call we just listened to, I called him about 10 times. That dude don't answer the phone a lot of times. That's why he said, oh, sorry, I couldn't get your phone call or whatever. He's kind of weird. I don't know. As long as he's okay for closing, that's all I know. Show up for closing, sign that paperwork, and be out that house so we can get this money flowing.
Have you thought about putting memos on any of your deals?
Yeah, it's a whole problem here in St. Louis County, from what I found out. It's a whole issue. It's a whole issue.
We talked about that last week, didn't we, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, it can be done, but it's so much red tape, man. These people make everything difficult. One, they want to make sure that the seller signed off and is notarized, so they won't even do it off just a purchase agreement. And then two, on the document, what I found out, let me see. On a document like this, they said they have to have a 3-inch margin up top for them to put their county seal and stuff on it. If it's not there, it's a $25 extra charge. I said, what? Just to put not having a 3-inch margin above you, it's a $25 charge plus the filing fee? They say, yeah, you got to get this notarized and get this. Yep, just like that. You already knew it. Better have that space. Do they charge you $25 if that space ain't there?
No, that was ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. They knew to do it for you. Okay. There you go. I was just about to ask about doing a memorandum.
And then we got
Yeah, I
one
don't
here
think
for the
it's gonna
notary.
be a problem.
One for the notary.
Yeah.
And Exhibit A.
Yeah. And that's the catch. A lot of people don't realize when you're doing your documents, that's why there's multiple pages on these documents. You put your notary on one page itself. You put your exhibit to tell what property we're talking about on one page itself. And your other documents just go to connect to all of those documents. But it's separate pages. Why would we want to do separate pages there?
So when we change anything on it, we don't have to go back for more notary.
Come on. It's already there. That's how we do our trust documents. Everything is all separate. So it has a generic language on the front pages. Then it has Exhibit A, which is going to be the property address, the legal description of the property. And then you're going to have your notary on a separate sheet. So that document can go really damn near to anywhere, but don't say I told you that. Paperwork make the paperwork. That's the little things they don't tell you about this thing called real estate. The little slick stuff.
And that was the thing, Chris, when I went to ChatGPT, it created that memorandum for me. And this one is actually a memorandum of purchase and sale agreement. So it created that for me, but it didn't put the 3-inch space at the top.
Let me see. Is mine like that already? Oh, let me go.
So I had to go back and prompt it to do that. And so, you know, ChatGPT gives you answers, but it only gives you as good answers as what you give it questions.
Exactly. I don't even know if my memo document has it. Let's see. Blank memo.
And then I told it that I wanted the Exhibit A on a separate page. And so it went and rewrote it with Exhibit A on a separate page because it all had everything on like 2-page document.
It makes a difference. The paperwork makes the paperwork.
And the thing I found out real quick when I did that deal out there in your area in St. Louis,
Yeah.
I had to do a release of what is it called when you have a note and you had to do a release?
A lien release?
Lien release. Yeah, I had to do a lien release. And they gave me a heck of a hard time because every time I sent them a lien release, it was all done and, you know, official. They're like, oh, it doesn't have enough space at the top. Oh, it doesn't have this. Oh, it doesn't have that. And I was like, oh my gosh, after like the third iteration of it, I finally got it right. But when I asked ChatGPT, I said, you know, do it the way that the county's going to expect it. And it said, oh, I'm sorry. You're going to need 3 inches worth of space. Here you go.
That lady looked at
Why
my
did you tell me that the first time?
She said, it's going to be a $25 upcharge. You ain't got 3 inches at the top. I said, you got to be S-ing me. Did I ask you already, Jim? What have you learned today?
You have not. I like the negotiation that you had there. That's for sure. And then the other thing that I heard is just the conversation, because like in that call, I'm learning this myself is that, you know, probably only a third of that call was about the house. You were listening to him.
That's right. We want to get him in his comfort zone, talking to us good, trying to figure out everything and working a deal out. I want to worry about what he's worried about. What are you worried about, Mr. Seller? That's what I want to spend my energy on. If you're thinking about the price, I'm thinking about the price. If you're thinking about, hey, where I'm going to move to, I'm thinking about, hey, where you going to move to? Because you can't stay here. If you're thinking about whatever you're thinking about, that's what I want to focus on, not what I'm thinking about. And that's what a lot of you have to do too when we're talking to different sellers. Figure out what's important to them and talk about that. All that other stuff that's in the back of your mind, like, oh man, I wonder if I can make $100,000 off this house. No. What does the seller need? Then what does my buyer, if I'm going to wholesale it, need, or what do I need if I'm going to buy it? I know I'm not buying that house. That house needs way too much work. I'm not putting no $100,000 into that house. So he's going to buy it for $95,000, put about $90,000 in it, and sell it for about $260,000, $270,000, somewhere in there, maybe even up to $280,000 by the time he finishes in the spring or summertime. So I think that's going to be a really good deal for somebody else to do, not me, because it's in a good area, good school district. And what more do you want from real estate? A raggedy house. As a matter of fact, this was the worst house in a great neighborhood. How do you love that? How do we pull that stunt? I mean, the worst house. That is definitely the worst. Every house over there looks beautiful. Lawns cut, little doggies running around. Want to bite your ankles, ankle biters, and everything. Everything looks so peaceful. Flowers in the lawn. people jogging. I'm like, wow, this is a beautiful neighborhood. And I'm like, did I get the worst house? I did. The worst house in the neighborhood. It was fun though.
That's the nursing home guy that's the house I got there. It's in a beautiful neighborhood. It's a 3-2. It's a brick ranch with a finished basement. And I think he owes 60,000 on it. That's what it's going to go to the auction for.
Mm.
And its ARV is probably around 325.
Mm. And it's going for how much?
It's going to the auction for a $60,000 loan.
So when they say 60,000, that's probably what they owe, huh? When it's starting at the auction at that price.
That's what they owe on it.
Let me go see what's cooking on auction.com. What's a good zip code?
On for my area?
Just a good area, period. Bettina know a good zip code. She's gonna give me one that I don't like. Give me a good zip code, Bettina.
Oh,
You
no,
muted.
it's not working, Benina.
No audio, Bettina. She having a good
62202.
Oh nah. I knew you was gonna give me one I don't like. Let me go see what they got.
See, that's a good thing.
So I'm on auction.com. Let me share my screen. How do I do that again? Last thing we'll do before we
I
land.
use auction.com.
Well, yeah, auction.com. That's what it is. So I'm gonna go
auction.com
because it's easy. I use multiple sites, but I just do this to keep very simple. So anybody that's looking at this can't say, I can't do that. This is so easy and don't cost no money, and you don't have to think. It's right there, and you even get a picture of the house. The only thing that you got to remember is once you put your zip code in, to come over here and go to, you see they got choices. They got REO bank on, and we don't want that. Private seller, probably, and we probably still don't want that, but you might, who knows. And then foreclosure homes. I'm always checking foreclosure homes. So, and then I'm going to change my distance to like 10 miles of what the zip code she gave me. So a lot of this, is this where in your area, Bettina?
No. 62222 will be closer to me. Alville. Y'all want some puppies to go with them real estate? This doggone dog had puppies. Hey, cut it. Daddy kicking their butt every time they come scratch it. So you know what? I went door knocking and I got to these two places in Belleville, and I'm gonna keep contact with them. But the lady, she really didn't show herself, but we talked through her ring phone. They actually inherited the house somewhat, and they both have they're in probate, but they don't want to sell them. So I told them I don't care what it is they might need, lock me in and ask them if it was okay if I circle back and check with them in a couple of weeks or a few weeks or what have you. And they said yeah. So I'm like, just in case if it's too much for them to handle. Because they were on auction.com. Nice houses too. Nice houses.
So they want to keep the house? Is that what they said?
Yeah. The guy, he looked like he was strung out on something. But he just I don't think he's gonna be able to keep that house.
Uh-oh, she got booted off or something in the middle of she pushed the red button by accident. So, I mean, this looked like a little house that y'all might like. I don't like houses like this because it ain't got no basement. It's a slab. How do you know it's a slab?
I don't see any basement windows and it's sitting on the ground.
Pretty much. So it ain't no sidewalks over here. Everything about this says, dang, that's a Google must have accidentally took a picture of his vehicle. Look at that. It's dirty. Clean y'all vehicle up. And somebody got a little camper right there. How much for that camper?
That's an ADU. That's not a camper.
There you go.
Probably about $8,000.
And I give him $500. I don't even want to give him that much.
That's $500 a month, Chris.
No, one time. That's what I pay. Cheap.
No, I'm saying the exit strategy, that's $500 a month. That's another tenant on that property.
I know that's right. So this, my friends, is exactly why, and I wish Bettina was on here. I don't like dealing in these type of markets. Do you see this stuff right here? $1,000, private seller. That house that raggedy, they can't even get $1,000 for it. Why would I want to be in a market like that? How am I supposed to make money in this deal?
Section 8.
Oh, that house like it's falling down.
Oh.
I mean, just looking at it, let me make sure. It may just be me. Let me put
Yeah, gosh, no.
Why would I want to? I mean, they got this house here they trying to give away for $1,000.
That's a tree house.
And what's this, a 1-bedroom? They say it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Where? I guess it's a straight shotgun house. Go straight back.
Hey, Chris, have you guys ever tried Google Earth?
Yeah.
I love that little spot. That Google Earth is amazing, ain't it?
Sure.
Well, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. That's a little bitty house. That's how I found out I didn't want this one house to put it under contract because they wanted so much money for that house. I was like, you ain't gonna get that money. You're not gonna get no $200,000 for no $50,000 house.
I give you $5,000 cash.
They wasn't going for it.
Well, we
I
can't.
must have pulled up that Google Earth. I was like, but that's half the property. Where the other half of the property at?
That's it.
Whoa.
So guess what, Bettina? Last but not least, your other favorite part of the show. Are you ready?
Give it up. Let me have it. Uh-oh, you getting ready to call?
Somebody calling you, Bettina?
Oh, hello?
Hi. I was calling. Somebody left a note on my door about trying to buy my house or something.
I'm sorry, who's this?
This is Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? Yeah, that was probably my partner or myself. One of us may have left. What was the address of the property that you had?
731 Mildred Avenue.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me see. Mildred. You know what? That's in our neck of the woods. We were actually in that area trying to put together properties, and we actually saw that property in distress. And so
yeah, it's empty. I inherited it. I'm just going to sell it and get rid of it. I don't want to keep playing around with it.
Okay, you know what? How much do you anticipate getting for it?
$20,000.
20,000. How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms?
3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Well, you know what? Let you give me everything that's wrong and everything that's right with that property.
I don't even know, to be honest. I inherited it. I ain't been there since I was a little kid. I inherited it, and I don't even live in town. So I'm just going to sell it as is to one of you local people.
And can you go any lower than that?
What do you mean?
Any lower than
my voice? You want my voice lower?
No. Can you bring the price down a little bit lower? Maybe I can help find you a buyer for that property.
Oh, you're not a buyer? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, my partner is a buyer, but I know he's going to want numbers way far lower than that.
Oh, okay.
Because he usually brings all cash, so it's got to be much lower than that if you want all cash and to walk away and take care of life. And don't worry about the house anymore.
I just called this other guy. His name is Jim on my list here. I was calling everybody to see which one of you guys were going to give me $20,000 for this house.
Oh,
are you able to do that, or you're not the buyer? Is that right?
Well, you can't go any lower than 20,000.
Well, why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you do that? You don't know anything about the house. Okay, Chris.
Well, I mean, we got some taxes we got to pay and stuff like that, and a funeral. So, that's why I say 20,000 will get us covered.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. I'll send you an agreement. We can, work with the 20,000, but we may have to go down a little bit further than that. Just a little bit further than that.
I mean, you can go out and take a look at it if you like. The back door is open.
Oh, okay. So that means anyone can access it?
Yeah. That's what somebody told me. The neighbor told me that. So, like I said, I'm not even in town. They told me the back door was open.
Okay. How
It
long?
was like some cats going in and out of there or something.
Oh Lord, how long has it been since since the doors have been open? Since you've known about this?
Oh, I just found out about this today. That's why I said I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. I'm not gonna keep playing with this house.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna send you over a contract and not sorry,
That
an
chills.
agreement so that we can try to work with the 20,000. And I'm gonna go. I'd like to take a look over it as soon as possible. How soon can I get? Oh well, you said the door was open. Never mind that.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead and take a look at it, and then let me know if that 20,000 works, and we'll
okay,
go.
you know what?
Okay?
What is your email address and a good phone number to catch you by?
Well, the number I'm calling from is on your caller ID. You can reach me on that number if you want to email me. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to text it to you. I'm going to text you my email address after this call. It's kind of long.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm fine. I have a pen in my hand.
Chris@futurecashflowclub.com.
Slow down.
See, that's why I'm going to text it to you. That's all I'm going to do.
You got to be patient, Kemosabe. Patient.
Can't. I don't have no patience, ma'am. So I appreciate it. I'll try again later, all right? Or I'll wait to hear back from you guys once you go take a look at it, okay?
Okay, give me that email one more time.
Chris@futurecashflowclub.com.
Chris at futurecashflowclub.com. Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
got you. And
I'll
this
just
is
text it to you. It should be in your phone.
802-944-6 work.
Yeah, that's it. You got
And
everything.
no backup numbers just in case.
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna be here. Like I said, I'm gonna call these other people to see who can give me this 20,000, and I want to get rid of this house. I need to sell it.
Okay, so I'm going to send you an agreement. Sign the agreement and send it back, and then we'll be on our way headed to that house, and we can pretty much negotiate a price. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'd rather for you to go ahead and take a look at it first. Make sure you like it because it needs some work. I want to make sure it works for you guys, and then we'll do whatever paperwork we need. Okay?
So I will actually go over sometime tomorrow.
Okay, I appreciate it. What was your name again?
My name is Miss B for Bettina.
Miss B. Have a good evening.
You as well.
All right, Art. Tell her the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, y'all caught me off guard.
Back to the basics. Did you qualify him, Bettina?
I did not.
What information do you think you got from him?
Is that he inherited the house and he doesn't even know anything about the house. Well, how could I qualify him?
By asking questions.
Except that they have bills. Oh, I should have asked them what kind of bills and how much were the bills. What did they need to walk away with, right?
So what I have here is you did ask about the price.
Mm-hmm. Timeline. I didn't even ask when.
You did ask about a couple of bedrooms and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that was enough to actually get a real good idea. He said the back door was open though, so that kind of gives you some idea. But
That's a junker.
as far as timeline and motivation, I didn't really see those come through. I know he said he inherited the property, but that don't necessarily mean that's why he looked like a cutout. Did you catch that?
Some of it faded out. Are you still there, Bettina? Or is she froze?
Like she's stuck right now.
Everybody do the Bettina.
I should have asked. Stuck in time.
Froze in time.
But I will say for sure that this was definitely one of the better calls I've heard Bettina do, for sure.
For
She
sure.
didn't seem as lost as she's seemed in the past on some of these things. So Bettina, if you're still listening, just remember just the same 4 pieces of information: timeline, condition, motivation, and price. If you get that stuff on your first call, then you off to a really good start.
That's it. You have to stick to the fundamentals. No matter what kind of craziness people throw at you, we need to understand somewhere in this conversation, we need to understand what you're trying to accomplish here. What is your goal? What would you like to happen? How much do you want? Even though he told 20,000, I just used that ugly house we were just looking at as an example template. A total junker. I thought she was going to say something like, "Hey, I just looked online. It said an auction for $1,000." Say, no, that's the next door house. No, but she didn't say that. What did you think about that call, Jim?
One of the things I had a question about is, as far as qualification, would it be to ask if he's even in a position, are you even in a position to be able to sell the house? Like, because of the inheritance thing, seems like there's just a lot of questions around that whole inheritance thing.
What you said, there's always some issues. We need to understand. You say you inherited. Have y'all did paperwork already to transfer it to you, or is that still in process? Where you at with that? You know, we have to understand it, but that is a little more an advanced question for somebody that knows the game. You know, coming in brand new, you may not know to ask something like that, but that is something important. Are we even talking to the owner of the property? Are you the only owner? That's one way we can qualify that. Are you the only owner, or are there other people that need to sign off on this too if we did come to an agreement? Oh, it's me and my sister. Oh, it's me and my cousin. Oh, it's me and her daughter. Whatever. We have to understand anybody before we try to close anybody. Come on. Get back in here, Bettina, because I had something special just for her to help her out. Get back on there, Bettina. Unless she's just watching. Well, nevertheless, my thing is, and I, like you said, Art, it's been better calls every time. The only thing is, it's a crutch. She's locked in on that price so hard that everything else is not important. So I got to break her from that if she can get back on here whenever she does, if she does. Don't be so caught up in one of the 4 pillars: timeline, condition, price, motivation. Out of those 4, which one is the most important? Which
Motivation.
One? Probably motivation. Probably. Because if we understand their motivation, if they're trying to move away from some pain or they're trying to move toward some type of gain, we can know which game we're going to play. We need to understand them before we try to beat them up on price or do any of that stuff. Kind of like I was doing on that call. What do you really need to move? When I asked that seller, what do you need to be able to get to your next place? What you really need? Oh, I'm not sure. I got to look. And no, you're not going to put me off. That's a stall tactic. We're going to get this thing done. You know, we have to understand them before we really try to close a person altogether. And so what I see on her calls, more leaning toward price. Can you go any lower? Beat them up, beat them up, beat them up. Yeah, we might want to beat them up, but there's a time to beat somebody up, not immediately. And then the whole conversation get derailed talking about beating them up on price when he's dealing with funeral costs and all the other things that's important to them. Remember what I said before we even did the call, the role play call. What's important to the seller? Understand that and talk about that, because that's what's going to help you get the deal. Everything else is secondary. Yeah, we're going to get to the price. Yeah, we're going to get to the timeline. Yeah, we're going to get to the condition of the house. We're going to get to all of that. But we need to focus on what the seller feels is important to them. Just like you hear on our opening calls, hey, yeah, you put in a form to say you want to sell your house. Is that correct? Yeah, I want to sell it. Yeah, how much you looking to get for it? $300,000. Okay, what you got going on there? Simple question like that. What you got going on? And that can go wherever they want to go with that. That's a vague question. It doesn't put them locked in a box like, what's the condition of the house? I just want to be vague. What's going on over there? How can I help? And let them spill it off on you. Yeah, well, my dog died. My wife left me. This happened and that happened. All their story. Whatever's important to them going to rise to the top automatically just by the right questions. Is that making sense?
Yes.
Chris, one of the things I was wondering in that call.
What'd you say, Jim?
One of the things I was wondering in that call is getting to understand a little bit of what the pain is. And so, you know, I'm thinking there could be back taxes. The town could be telling them that the grass needs to be getting mowed and that kind of thing. And, you know, there could be stolen cars sitting in the driveway. I mean, it could be any of a billion things that now that person who just took ownership is now responsible for, wherever in the world he is.
Right.
And
it's
then
like
the other
the seller
thing,
I was talking to, his whole motivation is, I don't want to be over here because I don't like the neighbors. I got to get out of here. They're too uppity, because he's kind of, you know, for better words, he's kind of a dirty guy, whatever, but he's a person, you know. So, and that neighborhood is very clean and pristine. Like, you don't belong here. He even knows it. I don't belong here. And if somebody tell me I don't belong here, I got to get out of here, I need to sell this thing, I'm going to help you sell this thing. You told me you wanted to sell it. I'm your buyer. I'm your Huckleberry. Sign right here and here. Walk them right through it. Bettina, did you get to hear any of the feedback on your call?
No, my phone died. I threw it on charge real quick, y'all. I'm so sorry. I got back in and didn't even put it on charge. It's on charge now, though. So
Yeah, so basically what I
okay,
was
can I
saying,
get my feedback, please?
yeah, so the basic thing that I was saying is to not be so focused on the price. You know, can you go any lower? Can you go any lower? That's kind of, what do we want to call that? Pressure sales tactics. Yeah, we might beat them up on price, but there's a time to beat them up on price. It may not be right then and there. We need to understand what's important to the seller or to your client or to the person, your prospect, what's important to them before we start trying to do any of that type of stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we have to
Okay.
understand them before we plan them. Art, did you have something you wanted to say for?
Yeah, I was gonna just add on to what you were saying that Bettina, is good that you're asking multiple times about trying to get the price lower. I think that you know, your timing, you should just you know, how your timing in a certain way. It ain't no one way to do it. But long story short,
Did
this is
you
what I
freeze
did.
or I froze?
Can you hear me right now?
Did you freeze or I froze?
That's your phone doing that, Bettina.
You moving, I'm moving.
Hold
Okay.
on.
All right, so real quick, I'll just keep it real simple. It's really good that you're going for price reductions. One way that you can go about that is early on in the call, if you ask them what price they're looking to sell, and then from there, you kind of spend more time focused on your other pillars. So you spend some time building rapport with them, listen to everything they got to say, find out their timeline condition, let them feel all warm and fuzzy about you and feel like they know you and like you a little bit. And then you come back towards the end and you ask them again, what's the best price they can do. If you do that, you're going to for sure get price reductions, and it's going to seem like way easier that way, for sure.
Because I felt pressure now. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't be pressuring people on price because we don't understand him. Price might not even be his motivation. He just might want to get rid of it. I just want to make this easy, clean, and don't have to come back to St. Louis dealing with that raggedy house.
And then he did say something about bills, that he had bills to pay. So I shouldn't have assumed that $20,000 was what they needed.
Yeah.
I should have asked.
It's always best to ask, you know, and ask. And what I was saying when you were off is basically focus on whatever they're telling you is important to them. First, you're going to get them on price. Don't worry about that. That's going to come back. We got the price they want. Yeah, we ain't giving that. We're going to find out what's really going on. What's the situation over here? Let's see what we can do to help you.
Okay.
You know? And then, so let's just say we go through the whole call. They tell you the situation. We got funeral bills. We want 20,000, the back door open, all of this stuff, right? They dumped all this pain on you, this problem. Yeah, I got all this going on. All this. Yes. And you're listening to them. And you're looking at it like, yeah, well, looking at the numbers online here, I don't think we can do 20,000. And just stop. And guess what they're going to say? Well, what can you do? You making them come to you now. That's an art, though. See, that's an art for art. See, that's a skill set to develop later on. I'm just telling you about it now. As you do more closing calls and stuff like that, you'll get better at stuff like that. Just stop and let that awkward silence. I don't see any way we can do 20,000 for it. I mean, what could you do? Well, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, this one sold for that. This one sold for that. I mean, we probably close to the like, I don't know. I mean, probably like 10. Would that help you guys out? Get everything you need done? 10. Well, we were really hoping for 20. We'll do 10. You're like, damn, they took it. I should have went lower.
Should have went lower.
And I'm just using that as an example. We don't know. So hopefully that helps you out.
Chris, the other thing on those out of town things, like you were just saying in this scenario, like the person had a price in mind, but we don't even know if really a house even exists on that address.
Right.
They acquired something.
And he didn't know anything about it and what was going on. Said the door was open. That just threw me for a loop. It's like, if the door is open, then it's free reign.
Yeah.
There's people that do that around here in my neighborhood, you know, on these inherited houses. But that was the questions that was coming up in my mind that would open up some dialogue. Maybe is what condition is the house in, and how recent have you seen that condition? Because sometimes the house exists and sometimes it burnt down last week. You know, you really don't know.
Right.
And maybe it has somebody living in it.
And
Yeah,
even,
And the reason I'm saying this, Chris, is because I experienced all of that in St. Louis.
yep.
And I was the guy that was trying to sell the house. So, you know.
And there was no house there, or it was burnt up or something?
No, I acquired a house in St. Louis because I took it back at auction, and I was thinking, you know, oh, I'll find a buyer for it, and you know, just a couple weeks it'll take me to sit on it to find a buyer for it. And no sooner did it come into my name, the city got a hold of me and said the grass needs mowed. There's a stolen car in the garage. There's like people living in it, and I was like, oh my gosh. They're like, get these people out. And I'm like, man, I didn't even realize until just like right now in this moment, I've got now what I thought is I need to get rid of a house. Now I've got a huge liability because I got people living in it that are squatters. I got a stolen car in the garage that's stripped down, and I got a yard they're giving me a hard time about. And I'm like, and I'm responsible for it now because I'm the owner.
So what did you end up doing?
Wound up selling it as quick as I could. And there was a lady in town that wound up buying it from me, and she took care of getting the people out and getting the cars out and getting everything taken care of. And it was a deal we structured because the house wasn't worth anything, but I was able to create a note on an owner finance deal, and I wound up selling it for twice what it was worth on owner finance.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Okay.
She picked up a house for $49,000. It was only worth $25,000. But the only reason why she was willing to pay $49,000 for it was because she didn't want to tap her credit. So I said, how about if I owner finance it and we'll do a 3-month balloon? You balloon me out in 3 months and we're good. So I did it on a 0 interest owner finance, and I wasn't really caring about the interest because I already agreed on a price. And she now is the owner of it. So now the headache's hers. And if she doesn't pay me in 3 months from now, then I'll foreclose one more time. And it's her headache in the meantime.
Exactly. They're 100% responsible for the maintenance and repairs. So
I just pawned off the headache is what I did.
That's it. That's why you have to understand what people are looking to accomplish. And coming back to your call, Bettina, if a person tells me, hey, yeah, the back door is open, I'll be asking them, why is that? Did you want it open? Did you need assistance? I can get my locksmith over there to lock that place up. Be a resource for people, not just beat them up on price. I really want to help you overcome a challenge that you got. And that's how you get deals, like truly helping a person solve a problem, not just I'm going to give you $2 for your $1 million house.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. That would have been a good one too.
Lead with your heart. Be the real you. So you're trying to be the investor you. Be the real you. Lead with your heart, Bettina. Be just really helpful. Hey, I mean, what can I help you guys with? I mean, I know you're out of town, and you say the house is open. I mean, did you want to get it secured? I know a locksmith. You know, something. You know, try to see what they want to do.
Okay.
And then we can help you do that. And in the meantime and in between time, we still can buy your house.
Right.
Because you are a resource. All the other investors ain't talking like that. Everybody else trying to beat them up like you doing. I don't want to sound like nobody else on the phone. I'm me. I'm going to see what I can do to help you out. Have you done something like that before, Art?
Oh, Art's muted.
I was just saying, absolutely. When I'm talking to a seller, I'm trying to figure out what value can I bring to that seller. Hopefully, I can do something that someone they might have talked to before is not willing to do, and that might be what it needs to get over the edge. Sometimes these people just need someone that they connect with, and then, you know, even if you're not into it for the deal, or maybe it don't look like it's going to work, sometimes you could just help people out in the time, and then, you know, sometimes that stuff come back around too.
Like that lady I'm dealing with that came in as a lead last month that didn't make her first month payment on her 3-month trial payment. I can't do nothing with that lady but a short sale. She know it. I checked in on her. Hey, just checking. Is everything going okay? I'm not doing nothing with that house. But if something was to come up of that house, who's she gonna call?
Chris,
So she was late on her first 90-day payment.
Yeah, she was
So
on
what happened to the house?
I never made that payment, so I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess they kick her off the system, or I don't know. You know, I ain't never experienced that. That's dealing with the bank. The bank got their own rules, man.
Mhm.
So I'm
Chris,
gonna
I need you to send me your short sale contact.
sure. His name is Matthew. Hold on. Oh wow, somebody want to buy my thing here. 1 second. Want to see it tomorrow.
One of those little things to add value, like Chris, in that last scenario, you said that the cats were running in and out of the house and things like that. I mean, sometimes it might even just be a simple thing like putting a board on the basement window or something like that to keep the cats out. And, you know, some of those little things might even be value adds for the buyer eventually, for you, the buyer, eventually. You know, can you seal it up so the pipes don't freeze over the winter time, or just something, you know?
Matter of fact, I had to do that on that other house we closed in Florissant. I spent $100 and winterized that house. I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to protect my investment. I mean, even though I was wholesaling it, I'm like, $100. I'm not going to mess the deal up for $100. I winterized that house. $130 I had to pay that dude to go over there and pour the stuff down there and, you know, empty the water tank and all of that, because it was cold out there. I'm like, I ain't gonna lose no. What we do on that deal? 15 grand? I don't even know what we did on that deal. Whatever it was, I'm not losing it for $100. Whatever it is. That don't make sense. I'm winterizing it. Little stuff like that, changing the locks. Even though it's kind of tedious, like, you know, don't want to deal with that. Really be a resource, like Art said. Be a resource. Be valuable to the marketplace. You don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the value you bring to that hour. Are you bringing value to the hour? Or are you taking cold showers?
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, come on with it.
All right. So Bettina, I was thinking about this when you were talking on your call. One other tactic that you can do at times is if you're trying to get someone to go lower and they kind of like stalling out at a certain price, one thing you can do is insert the anchor price. And when you do the anchor price, you want to make sure that it's so low that they're for sure going to say no. And then you follow up with asking them, how close to that number can you get? That's going to help you cut through like a lot of fluff with some of these people. Just keep that ain't always like it ain't always a great timing on that. So you got to know when to use it, but just remember that the anchor super low and see how close they can get to it. That's going to tell you if they're really motivated, and you might get the actual lowest price at that point.
Right.
Okay. I've even said that to people on the phone. If you listen to some of my calls, they tell you, I want 100,000. My system telling me 53. My system telling me 53. 53? No. That's what the system say. I mean, I don't know.
You gotta blame it on the system.
Blame somebody. It ain't me. 53. I can take that. Like, oh, damn, I ain't go low enough. No. Part of the game. But we're going to open up the floor now to questions, comments, concerns before we land this plane. If you got one. And I sent you that short sale person in the side chat there.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Jim. Questions, Bettina? You always got questions. You ain't never ran out of questions.
So, okay, when you follow up with individuals that are inheriting houses, and at the time they said they weren't wanting to sell it. Now, I do know they're in probate, right? But how do I address those people when I call them back? I mean, I don't want to call them back saying, you know, hey, did you give up? I don't want to do that.
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't spend a lot of energy on that. I'm looking for somebody who needs to sell, not who wants to sell, who's thinking about selling. I want somebody who needs to sell. Like, hey, I got to get up out this house, man. Can you get this thing done before the month ends? That's what I'm looking for.
So I really couldn't.
We're not looking to create motivation. We're looking to find people who are motivated.
Okay.
We can't make them motivated to sell, house if they don't want to sell it.
No.
We want to find somebody who already got the motivation, and we're just going to help them get to the goal that they want to do.
Okay.
Good question.
Chris,
yeah,
I got a question. So I'm talking to a lady, and she, like I mentioned earlier in the call, and she wants to stay in the house, but she's looking to get money from her family. It's probably very doubtful that she's going to come up with the money. I'm thinking I'm going to come in and get her to sign a contract with me, and I'm going to be like her plan B. So I'm going to go ahead and run with it like we're buying it. And then not going to spend any money on title and insurance and all that kind of stuff yet, but going to run it like we're buying it. And then when she comes back and says that her family didn't come through, then I already have my buyer lined up. I already have everything ready to execute on the deal.
Well, I mean, as long as they want to sell it, I mean, I don't get too far ahead. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. As long as they really need to sell, want to sell, motivated, and mentally out of the property, because that was one of the concerns with this particular property on the dude with this blue bathroom. Is that dude going to be out? That's why I asked him on the phone. Hey, yeah, I mean, how soon is it going to be before you're out of there? I don't know what he's taking with him or not. That house so junky, I couldn't tell. When are you going to be out of here? That's the same thing with her. Where's she going to go if she had to go? That's her big concern. I think, I mean, I don't know if it is. I would be asking, if you had to leave, where would you go? If you had to sell this property, where would you move to? We need to understand that before I try to get too deep in the weeds and finding buyers and doing all of that. I need to make sure they're situated first.
And that's what I'm trying to get her to think about right now, because she still wants to focus on she's getting this money from her family that nobody's going to give her. So I'm trying to introduce the idea, well, what if that doesn't happen? And from that angle, then what does it look like? Where would you move to? And she's given me an idea of an area where she'd like to move to and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get her to think along those lines, because in reality, that's probably where it's going to end up.
And that's all you can do is follow up. I wouldn't even be giving her no numbers right now. I wouldn't even be telling her how much cash I'm giving you and none of that. I would just be planting the seed. We can help you out, stop the auction, and help you get resituated. I wouldn't be talking numbers with her. Me personally. There's no reason to, because now if you give her a number, if somebody else come knock on her door right after you, they compare numbers and now you're competing and stuff. I don't want to have to compete like that. So if they don't know what my number is, ain't nothing to compete against.
Why don't I just put it under contract for the number that I know I can get it for?
Oh, well, why not? Well,
And
if
then
she's willing to
if
do
the
that,
family money comes through, then I just tear the contract up.
if she's willing to do it, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Why would she sign a contract if she got another plan?
Well, she has a plan of getting money, but 9 times out of 10, what I find is these people can never get their money. And then I wind up losing the deal because it goes to auction because they sat on their hands. Where I'm thinking if I would have just locked it up under contract, because I'm the only one that's talking to them and I'm coming in as the person that's helping them out, bringing value, then they don't want to talk to anybody else now because I got a contract with them. Now, what I risk is that my contract might be something that if they do get the money, then we tear it up. But I'm thinking that if I'm getting a good deal and I really don't think that she's going to be able to come through with the money, then I don't really have anything to lose. I'm not putting any money into it until she, till she commits to saying this is it.
That's why I say just if she's willing to do it, yeah, but I wouldn't even be over worried about it, to be honest. It's just follow up. Because when she's ready to pull the trigger, she just need to know that you're the one that's going to help her get through this and avoid the foreclosure, help her get whatever she needs. She told you her pain is, and get her resituated. That's all she need to worry about. And follow up with her every, 3, 4, 5 days or something like that.
And she's hard to get a hold of. So that's another thing. It makes it good for me. She only has a landline. She doesn't have a cell phone. And she's home sometimes and sometimes she's not. So any wholesalers that are out there, anybody that's in my market, unless they know and make an appointment with her, they're not going to find her.
What else does she need? What does she need? Does she have food, water, heat, air? What does she need?
Well, right now, we're very temperate. Our climate is right now. So she doesn't need anything that way. And she's got herself covered. But, but I understand where you're going with that.
That's the question for her, though. I mean, what do you need? I mean, are you okay? Are you doing okay? And let her answer. Just an open question. Oh, man, I'd be all right if I had a pack of Raymond Smack noodles. Oh, man, that's $3.
In a minute.
You see what I'm saying? But that's what I say.
Amazon delivery.
Yep. They have a DoorDash or Instacart or one of them people bring that food on over there and they're good to go. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Nope.
Give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care. And I'm going to get back with
you. Oh, yeah.
guys.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
No. The doors of the church is closed.
I'll write a letter.
No, what you got?
I need one of those, or at least to know what I need to send to the person for the permission to stop the foreclosure, to negotiate whatever with the bank.
Well, it's not a negotiation. We're just stopping the auction because we're buying it.
Okay, but don't we need permission from the owner?
Purchase agreement is the permission.
Okay,
So
so
under contract to say you're buying the property. Now we have what's called equitable interest. We're the buyer. We ask their bank, what do you need to stop this auction? We're buying this house, and then they'll tell you.
okay, so I don't need the owner's permission to go talk to the bank.
Well, it helps, yes. Yeah, it does help because it depends on what bank it is. Some banks act real stickly about that, and some don't. Just depends. I always get 2 documents signed: purchase agreement and authorization to release on anything like this stuff we're talking about here. Purchase agreement to say we're buying the house, and authorization to speak to the bank every time. Just because I know I'm going to have to speak to the bank eventually, especially if I'm taking it over in any kind of way. Somebody got to be able to call the bank and see what's going on.
Okay, somehow I didn't find that in sub 2, the authorization paper.
Let's see here, because they don't have one. Let me get you one, though.
Because I was definitely looking, and I'm like,
Sometimes each one of the banks has a different one that they like to have, but having a template is a good thing to start with.
And if you're using U.S. Bank, you got to have a PIN number on there.
Yeah, you have to do that with new res and Shell Point now too, I think sometimes.
Everybody's starting to do that. So I might as well just update this document and put PIN and put a little spot to write it in.
yeah.
Put it in the document.
It's either a PIN or a password. I think Rocket Mortgage is doing password now.
Really? Oh, yeah, Rocket Mortgage is the worst. When it comes to any of this getting advanced stuff, they're the one. So yeah, this is the authorization. This is a generic one that I use. It's got the creditor name. You put in what U.S. Bank, their address, their phone number, their fax, their address, the property address, the loan number. And this says this gives to release any and all information about the above listed loan to Chris Monroe and or agents or assigns. This form may be copied or sent via fax by electronic service. This is continued authorization, said individuals to obtain about my loan. In addition, I authorize you to send any copies of statements, short sales or assumption packets, payoff demand letters, and or other communication regarding my loan, any mortgages, liens, or judgments to said individuals. See, I ain't playing. And then you put a date right there.
That's a lot.
And then they sign. The borrower will sign, print, date, social, and date of birth, all on here. And like we said, we might even add PIN number. Can I add that without messing up something? Oh, see, I done made 2 lines. PIN.
I'm dealing with one with Rocket Mortgage right now. I haven't ran into that yet. Not yet.
Yeah, it's U.S. Bank that want a PIN number. I've dealt with them twice, so I just write it on there now. So I think I just make that on the sheet. So when we do it, now then the seller might be thinking, "You want my PIN number?" No, I don't know about that. I'm taking that off. I'll just write it in there like I normally do before I send it to the bank. I create a PIN number, put it on a document, and send it to the bank. That's how I do it. If they're one of those banks that need that.
And the other thing on that document, Chris, do you need social or just the last 4?
Social. You just need last 4, but I always have them put their whole social. But last 4 is all you need to talk to the bank.
So they can't go wrong.
Why do I want the whole social, Art?
Sometimes you call in and it might ask for the whole social.
Sometimes you call in, you might have to be them. Don't tell nobody. Ooh. My name is John Borrower.
Yeah, sometimes I call. Sometimes, depending on the prompt, it only asks for the last 4. Sometimes it's asking for the full social.
Yeah.
So definitely want to have that full form filled out because that's exactly what you need when you call in on their behalf. For sure.
I'm just always careful on what I write and document as far as the whole social, because when the information business that I do 9 to 5, that's tricky information. Puts you in a lot of legal stuff.
Well, the thing is, if you're purchasing the house, like you're actually going to be closing on it, I want the whole social because I don't want to go back to talk to that seller about nothing.
Right.
So that's why I just generically go all the way the full social. Some of my sellers put in the last 4. I don't say anything to them. I just use it and it's okay. But if I'm going to close, when they do that limited power of attorney or that durable power of attorney at closing, full social. We don't want to come back to that, ask the seller nothing. So hope that helps everybody. Any other comments, questions, concerns?
It does. Well, I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you. I want to send you an email with that document on it as well, so you'll have it, Bettina.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, so I'm having a A barbecue, y'all. I'm having a paint party.
A paint party.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some meat on the grill. Everybody know how to paint. Can just come on over and eat after they paint.
Paint.
They can eat after they paint.
I know that's right. So get your paint on. Catch you next
That
week.
part. Have
Do
a
what
good
you
one.
do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Good night.
So I want to get into real estate, but don't know where to start.
Well, what I would say is to join the Future Cash Flow Club. It's a community of investors where we talk about wholesaling, we talk about creative deal structuring, buying houses subject to, all of the creative stuff that everybody's talking about. You don't need a real estate license or any of that.
Wow, where do I sign up?
Well, I would say go to futurecashflowclub.com. That's futurecashflowclub.com. You can even get a free trial. Try it out today. So yes, I basically just wanted to remind everybody exactly how the Future Cash Flow Club works, because I've been getting a lot of messages like, what is that about? How does it work? It's basically a group. So you see how I do these live seller calls, things like that. You get to get all the replays for all of those. You actually can get the paperwork, purchase agreements, assignment agreements, cancellation agreements, addendums, all of that stuff that you need if you sign up for the elite package at futurecashflowclub.com. Or if easier, it's probably you can just go check it out for a free trial. Lots of goodies in there, behind the scenes stuff, actual help with your deals. If you want to communicate, say, hey, I'm stuck on a deal, I need some help, I'm looking for lenders, I'm looking for whatever, I'm a resource for you. So all you have to do is be part of the club. futurecashflowclub.com. Check it out. I don't know what you've been doing. You been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we do.